I've literally lost track of how many times people in the last month or two have asked me, Evan, what kind of glass cleaner should I use? Or even better, Evan, why is there no glass cleaner on Status Detail Store? What's going on? So the question to that is really simple. There's no glass cleaner sold on statusdetailstore.com because glass cleaner is stupid, and that's why I don't sell it. Let's talk about it. Glass cleaner, if you look at an MSDS sheet, which is basically a safety data sheet that for the most part tells you what chemicals are in a product, if you look at a safety data sheet for an average glass cleaner, you'll see that basically it's about 95% water, and then there's some witchcraft in there that makes the rest of that product like a glass cleaner. And almost all of those products, a large percent of that remaining 5% usually is alcohol. Because when you spray water with a little bit of alcohol onto a surface, it cleans it, but then it evaporates, and because it evaporates, it doesn't streak, and that's what makes glass cleaner. I don't want to sell you $20 bottles of water because I think that's kind of stupid. So these all count as glass cleaners. That's why this is what's on the store, and this is what I recommend. Prep, for starters, is basically glass cleaner. Prep is like, 90-95% water, and then there's a lot of alcohol in here. Then there's like some dye to make the color and some scent stuff in here. Prep is what we use before we ceramic coat a car. It removes all the oil. It's what we call truth serum sometimes because it removes all the like if there's wax or oils from the polishing stage that are filling in some of the swirl marks, this removes that and shows you the true paint surface of what you're really dealing with. So this is like your alcohol, sanitizer before you do surgery, right? Like this is what you use before you do ceramic coatings. So this is glass cleaner effectively. Like use this on your glass if you want a perfect glass streak-free finish. You can also use any of these. Don't worry about this one yet. These are this is ceramic detailer, Geon, Cure, Elixir, quick detailer. All of these besides Cure are just quick detailers. Cure is a very strong ceramic-based sealant. Any of these work as glass cleaners. Glass cleaners have alcohol in them, similar to the way Prep has alcohol in them. If you use a glass cleaner on your windshield, it will slightly strip any protection that you have on there. I would rather you put protection on because all of these are also mostly water. They just have polymers and ceramic-based ingredients, so they're adding protection while they are also cleaning your windshield. So these all worked completely fine. This bottle is a leftover bottle of Prep that you can see is a Geon bottle with the label ripped off. It's also empty because I need to refill it. I fill this with 90-95% water, and then I put like 1 drop of car soap in it, whether it be Reset, GSF, whatever you want, and this is just soapy water. You can spray this on your windshield and clean it if you have like crazy bug buildup or something like that. You can do the same thing in an IK foamer. Once you've done that, especially if you're using soap like that, you'll want to use Prep to follow that to get all the residue off and make sure you have a streak-free finish. From there, because you've already done Prep, I would do one of these again because you want the protection like the Rain-X treatment, right? So you would use Quick Detailer, Elixir, Cure, or Ceramic Detailer. I would use Cure or Ceramic Detailer because the ceramic effect of those products will give you really hydrophobic glass, and it'll make it so it beads water, like if you're driving in the rain. Very important on your daily driver. So let me explain to you how I clean my glass, because there's only a few situations in which you should actually be cleaning your glass. If your whole car is dirty and you need to clean your glass, but your car is dirty too, you need to be washing your entire car. When I wash my whole car, I wash my glass. My glass is ceramic coated, so when I'm done washing my glass, it's extremely clean, and then I blow it dry with an air dryer. It's perfect after that, and for the 1% of drops here and there, I use something like Cure or Ceramic Detailer on a towel, and I wipe the glass off. I do the same thing on the paint as well, though. The whole car gets that treatment. Now, I don't typically clean just my glass. I don't walk outside into my driveway and clean just my glass, unless it's tremendously dirty for some reason, which I don't know why it would be, because it's ceramic coated, so when it rains outside, and I use my windshield wipers, my glass is perfect after that, and everything in between is just some dust that doesn't bother me. I would rather wait for it to rain, literally clean the glass, use the windshield wipers one time, and then it's clean. Otherwise, it's dusty and you leave it alone. Now, if that dust bothers you, grab Cure, Ceramic Detailer, Prep, whatever, and go clean your glass. That's totally fine. You don't need glass cleaner for that. Now, what's really going to blow your mind, and I dare you to try it, is just take a bottle of water. literally a spray bottle filled with normal water. It can be hose water if you want. It can be Aquafina. It can be whatever you want. And spray your glass with it and wipe it with a clean towel. And you will find that your glass is perfectly clean after that. Now, if you don't have a ceramic coating on it, no sealant on it, no Rain-X on it, and it's trash and got bird poop all over it, well, yeah, that's not going to work. So let's use common sense here and remember that if you just need to like dust your windshield, like the S2000 sat outside for a month practically through all the construction stuff, there's no bird poop on it. It's just dust and grime from being outside. I can clean that whole windshield with a bottle of spray water and that's it. I wouldn't recommend you do that because I would rather have you use Cure Ceramic Detailer or Prep followed by Cure Ceramic Detailer, because I would rather add protection back onto the glass while I'm cleaning it. The whole purpose of cleaning is to make it better than the way I found it. So I would rather not just wipe it off and like potentially hurt the protection on it by using something like Prep, which is alcohol based. I'd rather use that to prep it so it's perfect, then add protection back onto it. Now, the only time that you would use something more severe or more hardcore to clean your glass and not wash your whole car is if like a bird annihilates your windshield. And if that happens, you want an IK foamer. An IK foamer you'll put water into that. Again, it's like 95% water. You're gonna put 1 or 2 drops of soap, CarPro Reset, GSF, Geon Bathe, whatever you want. That makes really thick shaving cream foam. We're gonna spray that onto the windshield, primarily onto where the bird poop is, and you let that dwell for like 30 seconds, maybe longer if you want to. It will literally fully dissolve the bird poop and you'll just wipe it away like it was never there. And that can be nice because if you don't have the time to wash your car and you're gonna rush through that process, you're gonna end up doing a bad wash and polish scratch on your car. So the fast version of just getting your glass clean in that situation is to use an IK foamer and wipe it. You would follow that IK foamer system, in my opinion. If you were asking how I would do it, I would IK foam it, remove all the contamination, being the bird poop, follow with Prep to make sure it's streak-free and perfect. Then I would put Cure or Ceramic Detailer or Elixir or something like that back onto the glass. That's how I would do it. I hope that makes sense. There is no situation ever where you will need a dedicated glass cleaner ever. It's never necessary. The only time, that's for cleaning. The only time that I can see people doing it is for window tinters, because I know window tinters are really loyal to glass cleaners, but I guarantee any window tinter could swap their glass cleaning product for Geon Prep and they would have 0 issues and it would never be a problem. I guarantee it. But that's just my opinion. Alrighty guys, just to make a point, this is my S2000. This sat outside for about a month during the construction. This is water. I hope you can see that. This is literally straight water. There's nothing in here. I'm just gonna make a point that if I spray straight water on this freaking window, which is pretty hydrophobic because there's ceramic on here, but it's really dirty, so it's not that hydrophobic. I can wipe all this dirt off. This is a very dirty towel because I'm gonna wipe a bunch of crud off and I don't want to dirty a clean towel. If I just do this, okay, I'm gonna wipe this again with a cleaner side. That, my friends, is a 100% clean window. That was dirt from a month from sitting in my driveway during construction. I sprayed straight water on there, wiped it with a dirty side of a towel and wiped it with a clean side of the towel, and that is completely clean. Straight water is your glass cleaner. You don't need glass cleaner. It's just alcohol, which is basically panel prep. You can see it beads water now because it's ceramic coated, so I cleaned the dirt off that. Now, because this is clean, I'm going to follow what I just did with Cure. Give it one little shot, and then just work that Cure into the glass. And now we're basically doing like hardcore Rain-X. In my opinion, it makes the glass more glossy and just looks really, really clean. But more importantly, when I drive this car in the rain, I'm gonna have this really, really, really hydrophobic surface. And that's gonna be really nice, because I really hate not being able to see where I'm going when it's raining really bad. It's probably my biggest pet peeve from a detailing standpoint. And it's just that easy, guys. I cleaned four weeks of outside dirt, grime, tree pollen, all of that garbage off this windshield with straight water and Geon Cure. So yeah, That's why we don't sell glass cleaner. You don't need it. If I can do that on that glass, you don't need glass cleaner. I'm not gonna steal your money and sell you a $20 bottle of glass cleaner from any company when that is that easy to do with straight freaking water, and then I put protection on it with Cure. It's that simple. On the other side, I'm just gonna show you prep, but how could prep be any different if water was that easy, right? So let's just do it just for fun because we're already here making a video, so let's do it. All right, this time I'm gonna do this with Geon Prep. You guys can't see this because it's off camera, but like, can you see that on my fingers, I hope? Like, there's a lot of dirt on here. That's a straight black dirt from the frickin' car being outside. This one's Geon Prep. Geon Prep, okay. It's like gritty. I can like feel the grit. Now typically we wouldn't do this if it was something like paint for all the obvious reasons, because it's very easy to scratch paint and it is very difficult to scratch glass. You can literally see all the dirt that came off on that. And there you go. You got super clean glass again. This is slightly easier because this is ceramic coated, but honestly it doesn't matter. It wouldn't matter if it was coated or not. Because I used prep, I'm going to go back and grab some protection. Just for the sake of using something different, this is ceramic detailer. This is kind of a watered down version of Cure, because if you're not careful with Cure, Cure can streak because it's so concentrated. So I'm just going to spray my broken bottle. There we go. Okay, what's going on there? So funny enough, because there's actual ceramic in here, it literally clogged the trigger sprayer, and that's why that happened. So now that it's not clogged, I can actually spray it. And again, guys, the reason we're doing this is because prep is a really hardcore product. It's got a lot of alcohol in it. It's made for panel prep before you do things like ceramic coatings. And that makes it a really good glass cleaner because it evaporates, which means it won't streak, but it also cleans and decontaminates your glass at the same time. Because it's such a strong product, we want to follow it with some kind of protection, which is ceramic detailer. Now, prep will not strip a ceramic coating off your glass, but if I put Cure on this glass and then use prep on it, it would probably deteriorate the, it'll hit the durability on that Cure, so I'm adding Cure back over it, for example. It doesn't mean it will strip Cure off though. I hope that makes sense. Alrighty guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions for me, just comment below. I will definitely answer any and all questions. If you have any suggestions for videos similar to this one on similar topics, definitely comment. I love getting fan suggestions for videos because I routinely make them. That's going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.